Publishing is a pretty old term. It's a pretty stuffy term. One that came probably in the 1600s, you know, when you had guys that were printing books, and the only way to get music from one person to another really was to write it down and hand it to them on a piece of paper. You know, and since then it's obviously evolved as other things have, but we've kept the word and the term music publishing. A lot of people call music publishing the foundation or the real estate of the music business because it's about the songs. And without songs, you wouldn't have CDs. Without songs, you wouldn't have ringtones, you wouldn't have ringtunes, you wouldn't have iTunes, you know, and so songs are where everything else comes from. And songwriters may or may not necessarily be the artists that record the songs. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. Music publishing is a pretty fun place to be these days because you get to do all kinds of crazy stuff and cool stuff, from films and television to video games to ringtones to websites to radio station performance play to the sale of CDs. We actually sign writers that are also artists, and we develop those guys, do showcases with them, get them signed to record labels, follow their careers. In the world of music publishing, you kind of get to do everything. It's just a little bit of a stuffy, misunderstood term, I might add. But you know, you'll find that most people that understand the music business understand that publishing is truly one of the sweet spots to be. We actually develop, you know, artists that are writers. We've developed 2 things this year, and in the process of doing 2 more, to where we, you know, I have A&R guys that go and visit the venues to where these groups play, and we find people that we think, you know, are good songwriters and are also good performers, and we sign them, and you know, and we do demos on them, and then we shop them to record labels. Remember, record labels are about promoting and selling artists. Song publishers are about promoting and selling songs. You know, it's a little bit different, but it all goes to the same place. We here at EMI CMG, we have about 320 songwriters that we publish. And so it keeps us busy. Well, of the 320 that we have, I'd say about 200 of those, maybe 225 of those are artists. Some of them are 4 to a band, you know. So and then we have about probably 25 or 30 guys that are purely songwriters, and then about 25 or 30 guys or girls that are music producers. You know, that the producers in the studios today do a lot of songwriting, and depending on what genre they're involved with, they do more than others. You know, urban records pretty much are all written with the artist and producer because, you know, they want a particular sound of loops or programming or this or that usually is very unique to producers, and so the artists will come to them and they'll write the material together. But we do, you know, we try to give them all attention. We do get a catalog. Our catalog is about 40,000 songs or so. It's not an overwhelmingly big catalog, but it's one that definitely keeps us hopping. We have a group of people that spend each and every day, all day long, getting those songs into various mediums and exploiting it. You know, we have some guys that do songbooks, which are becoming quite the commodity digitally, as you can imagine. And we have guys that pitch to video games all day long, guys that do film and television. You know, we do a lot of business in motion pictures.